Pranam and welcome back, and here goes. The tale that began ages ago in the Satya Yuga with the devotion of Prajapati Sutapa and Prsni now reaches its grand crescendo. The night we now celebrate as Janmashtami wasn't just an isolated miracle. It was the final step in a cosmic journey, centuries in the making. While many are familiar with the story of Krishna's birth, few trace it back to its roots. But if you followed this story thread by thread, you now know how the grand design was flawlessly executed, not by chance but by destiny. Now we arrive at the final leg of this divine drama. Most versions of this story highlight Devaki's suffering, and rightly so. But there were three other women who played crucial roles in ensuring that this night would unfold exactly as the universe intended. As we discussed earlier, Devaki's seventh pregnancy was no ordinary one. She was carrying Balram. But before Kansa could harm him, the unborn child was mystically transferred into the womb of Rohini, Vasudeva's other wife, who lived safely in Gokul. In Mathura, it appeared as though Devaki had suffered a miscarriage. Meanwhile, Balram was quietly born in the care of Rohini, destined to become Krishna's older brother and dearest companion. Then there was Yashoda, queen of Nandlal, Vasudeva's elder brother and head of the Gop tribe in Gokul. That very night, Yashoda too was pregnant. The child in her womb wasn't an ordinary baby. It was none other than Devi Yogmaya, the divine energy who empowers Lord Vishnu himself. And let us not forget Queen Kunti, Vasudeva and Nandlal's sister, a woman whose role would become vital in the Mahabharata. On this very same night, she too gave birth to Arjun, the Pandav prince. Yes, Krishna and Arjun were not just allies of Dharma, they were blood relatives. And then came the night of divine reckoning. Rain poured violently over Mathura, the sky howled, and within the dark, damp prison cell, Devaki went into labor. As her pain intensified, a voice, clear and celestial, echoed through the chamber. Only Devaki and Vasudeva could hear it.
Vasudeva, the child you are about to receive is no ordinary child. Take him to Gokul, to the house of Nandlal and Yashoda. Tonight, Yashoda will also give birth to a girl. Leave your son with them and bring their daughter back here. Your son has a destiny to destroy evil and restore righteousness. Yashoda and Nandlal will remain fast asleep and remember nothing.
The moment had come. As Devaki screamed in final agony, a miracle unfolded. The guards outside fell into a trance-like slumber. The shackles on Vasudeva and Devaki unlocked on their own. Moments later, a divine infant was born. His skin shimmered with a dark blue radiance. In his true form, he had 4 arms, a clear sign that Lord Vishnu had taken birth. For a moment, Devaki and Vasudeva just stared in awe, but duty called. The child looked up at his father and transformed into a normal human baby with 2 arms, as if giving silent permission to begin the next part of the divine plan. Vasudeva stepped outside. The prison door creaked open as if obeying a silent command from the heavens. He found a basket nearby, carefully placed the infant inside, and stepped out into the storm while Devaki whispered her silent farewell. Between Mathura and Gokul flowed the Yamuna river. Normally calm, tonight it raged wildly, swollen by the relentless rain. Undeterred, Vasudeva stepped in. The waters rose to his knees, then to his waist, and soon to his chest. Lightning flashed, the baby stirred, rain poured down, and then, from the shadows, a giant, many-headed serpent emerged. It was Sheshnag, the eternal companion of Vishnu, shielding the infant and Vasudeva with his mighty hoods, forming a divine umbrella. Vasudeva realized this was not danger. This was protection. With the serpent by his side, Vasudeva crossed the furious river. Upon reaching Gokul, he rushed to the home of Nandlal. As promised, everyone inside was fast asleep. He entered Yashoda's room. A baby girl had just been born, and strangely, her eyes were open, as though waiting for him. Without delay, Vasudeva made the exchange, placing Krishna beside Yashoda and gently lifting the baby girl. He then hurried back into the night, with Sheshnag accompanying him once more. Re-entering the prison, Vasudeva locked the door and laid the girl beside Devaki. The moment he did, the chain snapped back into place and the guards awoke as if nothing had happened. One guard caught sight of the newborn and rushed to inform King Kans. And Kans came running. His eyes gleamed with cruel excitement. He had waited so long for this moment to destroy the child of prophecy. Without a second thought, he seized the baby girl, swung her by the legs, and aimed to smash her head against the prison wall. But she slipped from his grip and floated mid-air. No longer a helpless infant, she transformed before their eyes into a dazzling goddess with countless arms. It was Devi Yogmaya. Hovering in divine brilliance, she laughed.
Kans, the one who is destined to kill you is safe. He lives in Gokul, and when the time is right, he will come for you. You can twist fate, but you cannot escape it.
With a blinding flash, she vanished, and silence fell. From that day on, Kans tried everything in his power to find and kill Krishna. He sent demons in disguise, warriors, assassins, but all failed because destiny was already written. And in time, Krishna would return, not just to fulfill a prophecy, but to remind the world that Dharma always triumphs. And that brings this series to its conclusion. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, for subscribing and watching Eternal Wisdom of Bharatvarsh.